Hebrews 4:12 through 13. Let us not strive to look good. For the word of God is living and active, sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing to the division of soul and spirit, of joints and of marrow, and discerning the thoughts and intentions of the heart. And no creature is hidden from his sight, but all are naked and exposed to the eyes of him to whom we must give account. Someone once told me, you know what, I like your video, but you need to make yourself more presentable as a man of God. And I just simply texted him back or DM'd him on my channel. That's what they said about John the Baptist. God sees you, and he sees your heart, and he is concerned about your heart. There are too many of you beautiful born-again TIs. You refuse to pay your tithes and offerings. Matthew 25 says that if you pay your tithes and offerings and you help the poor, you'll go to heaven. If you don't, you won't. Paying tithes and offerings and helping the poor is a must. That's why so many of you beautiful born-again TIs aren't experiencing the power of God on your behalf. The reason I don't go into a lot of what they do to target me, first of all, I want to brag about God. I want to talk about God and what he's doing to carry me through this program. 2, anyone who does evil doesn't deserve attention. And I want them to not get attention on my channel. That can be the case for you beautiful born-again TIs, where you're not sitting there having to talk about, they did this to me and they did that to me, and because God is a force field about you, and everything that they do to you doesn't even matter. It all becomes minor. And then it just becomes an issue of God empowering you to control your emotions, because nothing that they do to you will be able to hurt you. Don't waste your money talking about, I need to have new clothes, or I need to have a latte. No, you need to give that money to the poor and do your homework. Will you be taken advantage of? Yes. Then you give elsewhere. Praise his holy name. And then seek God. Prayer, fasting, reading his word, praising him. You will see him fight on you so powerfully. He laughs at his enemies. We're not to laugh at our enemies. I try not to antagonize them. I used to. You know how many times they called the police on me? But God made me love them, and he can make you love them. I'm not a goody two-shoes. I am able to be loving to them almost all the time because of the Lord. He empowers me to. It's not me. But God sees you, and he sees your heart. He knows your action, and you using your money to try to make you feel better or look good is not good. Knowing God and letting God fight this battle for you is. You've got to get to know God, beautiful born-again TIs. Anyone who is suffering, anyone who's being persecuted, and you know the Lord, if you know the Lord, you will be like Paul. It won't matter what you're going through. To the outside, it will look horrendous. To you, it'll be no big deal. You'll still be content because you will have God working that powerfully on your behalf. And that's my experience, all to the glory of God, all to the credit of God. Get to know the Lord, beautiful born-again TIs. Like, subscribe, share, comment, any combination thereof, and God bless.